Structure of atom. So, dear student, in our yesterday discussion, we have learned that an atom is a very small substance, so small so that you cannot see it with your naked eyes. And we learned the atomic theory given by Dalton. But later on, it was found that Dalton atomic theory was not correct. Why was so? Because Dalton atomic theory suggests that an atom was indivisible, means it cannot be subdivided. However, the discovery of two fundamental particles named as electrons and protons inside an atom led to the failure of Dalton atomic theory. Because these two substances were found, which proves that atom can be subdivided. So Dalton atomic theory was failed. So a new theory of atom and its structure was required. So after consequences and the number of experiment, it was found that an atom is consist of these fundamental particles called electron, proton, and neutron. Electron and proton are charged particle. Electron negatively charged and proton positively charged. Their charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Neutron was a neutral subatomic particles. So the first experiment to find to found the subatomic particle of an atom was conducted by J.J. Thomson. He carried out a cathode ray experiment in which he observed a stream of negatively charged particle coming out of cathode ray toward the anode. So in the diagram you can see a cathode ray tube. So in this tube you have two wire connected to the negative terminals and the positive terminals of the battery. The wire which is connected to the negative terminals of the batteries are cathode electrode, which is connected to the positive terminals of the battery is your anode electrode. Now, when the charge was passed, it was seen that the back of the anode start glowing with a greenish color because of the presence of air at a very low pressure inside the cathode ray tube. So the appearance of this green color was a proof that inside the tube something was happening. A ray was passing from one corner to another corner. So these ray were called cathode ray. So if you want to define, then cathode ray are a stream of electron leaving from negative electrode in a discharge tube containing gas at a very low pressure. Now, this cathode ray had properties which was similar to the property of electron. They were negatively charged, they have a mass, and they were attracted toward the positive terminal. So, these ray were termed as electron, and the particles electron hence discovered. Afterward, the positive charge subatomic particle of an atom was discovered by Goldstein in 1886. He observed in the same gas discharge tube with different situation that the anode emit a positive particle which he named as canal ray. His experiment led to the discovery of proton and subsequently neutron was also discovered which was present in the nucleus of an atom. Afterward, they have proposed some atomic model. The most famous atomic model was J.J. Thomson's atomic model. So, in his model of atom, J.J. Thomson proposed that an atom is a uniform sphere of positive charges due to the presence of proton, obviously, as well as negative charge due to the presence of electron. Atom as a whole is electrically neutral because the negative and positive charge are equal in magnitude. Means plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, isn't it? So, in an atom, according to J.J. Thomson model, the number of positively charged and number of negatively charged are same. Thus, they cancel each other and they become neutral, chargeless. So, as a whole, atom is electrically neutral. Now, atomic model proposed by J.J. Thomson is also known as watermelon model or plum pudding model or an apple pie model. Exactly what this is? So, you take the example of an watermelon. So, J.J. Thomson proposed that an atom is exactly like a watermelon, whose whole the body is positively charged, and the seeds of the watermelon, they are the imbibed negatively charged electron. But his atomic model has limitations. That means his atomic model was not accepted due to the following reason. First reason is very simple. He was unable to explain how proton and electron were arranged in atoms so close to each other. So definitely when a negatively charged and a positively charged particles are close nearby, they will undergo a lot of reactions. So if reactions occurred continuously in an atom, then the atom will subsequently vanish, which doesn't happen. So due to that reasons, Thomson's model was rejected.